Alright, so in this situation, I've entered all the transactions up till October 30th, 2019 with the pay bill for Kawartha Building Supplies. I had a few questions from some students about some of the final components, so just to help clarify, I will walk through some of the next steps. So one of the next items was a bank debit memo, which needs to be recorded as a journal entry. So if you go to company, hit make it general journal entries. You want to make sure your date is October 30th, which it is in my situation. And then there'll be a number of line items. So for example, we are reducing the mortgage principal by $45, so that is a debit for that. We are reducing our bank loan principal to $140. We're reducing our long-term loan principal for $225. We have our interest expense, which can be the sum of 205 plus 90 plus 180. Okay. You can also do that as 3 separate line items if you desire. And then we are taking that from our checking account. Sorry, I apologize. Our bank checking for $885. You can add descriptions, mortgage, bank loan. These are just liability payments for the month. Okay, you can obviously add lots of detail in here, but I'm just trying to expedite this. So we will save and new. Because our next entry was the month-end memo I had some questions on, which are the adjusting entries. So you'll notice there is a tick box. You can click this on or off at any time, adjusting versus not, because you can run reports with and without adjusting entries. So it is a helpful tool. Very few companies I know actually use it, but the option is there. Okay. So in this situation, we want to record depreciation. So if we look at our assets, you'll notice under each asset there's a depreciation account. So this is for your accumulated depreciation. So your accumulated depreciations are always a credit, because depreciation expense will be a debit. Our computer equipment depreciation is 105. Our carpentry tools, actually a number of people got this entry wrong. So depreciation 400. And then our shop depreciation for 315. And that'll go to depreciation expenses, the debit for $1,135. Let's save and new again. And now we have adjusting entries for supplies and inventory used during that month. So we have office and computer supplies used as an expense. And we want to pull that out of our current asset or inventory. We have carpentry supplies as a used, a cost of goods sold, 505. And that's going to come out of our other current assets being our inventory. And lumber used as a cost of goods sold for 2,800. And that'll come out of our inventory as well. You'll hit save and close, and I'll go on to the next step. So the next step is to now report and remit sales taxes for the month of October. Oh, I already opened the window. So if you go back to the home screen, hit Manage Sales Tax. Okay. See this little button that says Pay Now. It's for the Receiver General, so we'll click the Pay Now button, and you'll pull up what looks like the return. The next step is to indicate what period this is for. So this is from October 1st to October 31st, 2019. So this will pull up your sales for that period, any HST collected, any input tax credits to be claimed, for a total amount of $2,307.11. Once you've validated that that's the return you want to do, we will click File Return. We will go paper method, continue. Yeah, we can print. And in this situation, we want to do Microsoft Print to PDF. Make sure it's 1 page wide at least. You can do 1 page high for this one, but don't do that in case it goes more than 1 page. You'll give this a name somewhere. I'm just going to dump this as a temp file. Okay, then we were told to cut the check as well. So a pop-up will appear on your screen and you want to hit Pay Now. When you click that, QuickBooks is now recording the journal entry to set up the accounts payable to Receiver General and adjust your HST accounts accordingly. Click OK. It applies to the bills to be paid. So click the tick box beside Receiver General, the far right. We're going to pay it all off for $2,307. At the bottom, we want to indicate the date. So in this situation, it is 10/31/2019. We are going to assign the check number, so hit Pay. And we were told to use check number 511. Bank checking is, actually this is asking about an order, so I'm going to skip that. And we're done with this, and you can close this screen. The next step in this exercise is to prepare the bank reconciliation as of October 31st for the checking account. We will also do the bank Visa account and the Visa statement. So on the home screen, you have a reconcile option. So click Reconcile. And our first account we want to do is our bank checking. It's as of October 31st. You want to enter the balances for the statement, which is $51,594.56. There are service fees included, so we want to record that as a service charge on October 31st. Or you can actually change that to the 30th as per the statement. And the interest earned being $25, and that's on the 30th as well. And we want to charge it to bank charges and interest income. You have the ability to change that if you desire. Hit Continue. And now you have a list of transactions. So you can do this one of a few ways. One is you can go item by item to determine what matches, or you can click All and back out the ones that didn't clear. So in our situation, as far as deposits, we had the $20,000 come in, $6,000, $4,668, the $7,263, $2,886, and the $2,982. On the check side, we had check number 501 clear, 502 clear, 503, 504, 505, 506, 7, 8, and 9. Then our journal entry, our check number 510, 1344. We also have the $800 and whatever that is, $85 come out, and the 2307 did not. Once you've identified those and clicked them off, hopefully the only outstanding check is Receiver General. And at the bottom, you should see a difference of 0. Once you've identified that, hit Reconcile Now. If it's not 0, you might want to leave and go back to your bank reconciliation details to see what's missing. Maybe you entered the wrong date on a payment. Maybe it's future dated. If it's future dated, it won't pull it forward into the reconciliation. So you have to be very careful, especially when we're in 2020 doing 2019 transactions. So once you've hit Reconcile Now, you have an option to save or print reports. You can, obviously, for your project submission, but I am going to hit Close and not print them. But otherwise, you print and save them as a PDF for submission. So Close. The next part is to prepare the bank Visa account reconciliation. So hit Reconcile again. You want to click Bank Visa. As of October 31st, 2019, has a balance of $23,269.60. And we had service charges. This is important. Transaction fees or service charges for $640.50. And I'm going to suggest we record that to credit card fees. And that's as of October 30th, 2019. Once you've done that, you will hit Continue. And similar to reconciling the checking account, you'll have the same option to clear items that may have come in. So the 8,000, the 47, the 300, the 500, and the 5,800 and change. Shows a difference of 0 on the bottom again. So click Reconcile Now. Again, you can print a PDF or you can just close. The last part of this assignment talks about reconciling the Visa payable. Again, reconciling. Click your drop down. We've set up Visa payable as a credit card. In this situation, we have October 31st, 2019 still. And our closing balance is $10.60 and 25 cents. On the statement, if you look down, there was a payment, a bunch of charges, but then there's an annual fee of $15 that we know we haven't recorded. So we can put that as a $15 charge. You could use credit card fees. That's quite acceptable in this situation. If you wanted to track annual fees as a separate account, you could, but I'll leave it as credit card fees. Got to make sure the date is correctly in 10/29/2019. Click continue. And then we should be able to mark all. And we notice there's one item that did not get posted yet, being 757.10 was at the end of the month. Typically with credit cards, it takes 2 or 3 days to clear. So if we remove the 757.10, we will now be in balance for $1,060 and 25 cents owing. Click reconcile now. And it's asking us, do we want to make a payment? And it says pay in full with check number 512. So yes, write a check for payment now. So we've got, actually here's the report. I will close because I don't want to print that. So we'll have check number 512 on October 31st to Kawartha Bank Visa, $10.60 and 25 cents going to our Visa payable account. So we can hit save and close. I hope you found this helped.